Welcome back, food explorers. We've spent a lot of time recently talking about how food gives us that physical energy we need for our bodies, right? For running around, jumping, just moving through our day. But today, we are embarking on a brand new quest. We're going to explore how food does so much more than just power our muscles. We're uncovering how the stuff on your plate actually makes your brain feel good and how it directly helps you create positive emotions. It's literally all about brain power today. Okay, let's dive into this.
Now, I want you to think about this for a second. Have you ever noticed that sometimes when you eat certain foods, you feel happy, light, and just totally energetic? But then other times, after eating different foods, you might feel kind of tired, foggy, or honestly even a little bit irritable? Well, guess what? What you just ate for breakfast or lunch is having a direct impact on your emotions right now. Seriously, it's not just your imagination. The foods we consume are deeply connected to the moods we experience.
And this brilliantly illustrates the idea. Think of your incredible brain like a beautiful, vibrant garden. When you give a garden the absolute best nourishment, we're talking plenty of warm sunshine and fresh water, it grows these bright, happy flowers. It completely thrives. But when that exact same garden doesn't get the good nutrients it desperately needs, well, those beautiful flowers lose their energy and they just start to droop. Your brain works exactly the same way. It needs the right nutrients to bloom and to keep your mood lifted and bright.
Section 1. Meet the happy helpers.
So, what exactly is making those flowers bloom inside our minds? Well, inside your brain, you actually have these incredible tiny workers called neurotransmitters. For our explainer today, let's just call them your happy helpers. They have a super important job. They create your feelings of calm, joy, and excitement. But here's the catch. They can't do it all by themselves. They need raw materials to build those positive feelings. So when you eat healthy, nutrient-rich foods, colorful fruits, crunchy vegetables, whole grains, and strong proteins, you are handing your brain the exact ingredients it needs to build more of these happy helpers. You are quite literally feeding your own joy.
Section 2. Fuel for smart thinking. Beyond just giving us those warm, joyful feelings, these happy helpers also give us a massive physical upgrade when it comes to daily performance. Healthy food is the ultimate fuel for smart thinking. You can think of your brain as a super fast, incredibly powerful computer, and just like a high-tech computer, it needs the absolute best power source to run its programs without glitching out. When you provide that good fuel, the results are immediate. It equals way better concentration when you're working, a much sharper memory for recalling facts, and brilliant problem-solving skills when you're faced with a tricky task. Healthy food acts as a super power-up, making focusing just so much easier than when you're running on empty. So the crucial point is that this isn't just theory. We see this in real life all the time. Take a real-world example of a young girl named Chloe. Chloe used to struggle a bit. She'd forget things a lot and get easily frustrated in class. But then she made a change and started eating more healthy, nutrient-dense foods for breakfast and lunch. And the result? Now she's amazing at remembering her spelling words, and she can solve big math problems easily. Chloe's brain got a massive superpower up simply because she changed the fuel she was putting into her tank. She gave her brain exactly what it needed to succeed.
Section 3. Beware of the grumpy foods.
Now, on every great quest, there are obviously obstacles to overcome. And for us, our main obstacle is what we call the grumpy foods. We all know about those highly processed snacks or sugary treats that, let's be honest, taste pretty great in the moment. But let's trace exactly what happens inside your body when we eat them. First, you eat a bunch of sugary candy. Almost instantly, your energy goes up very, very fast. You get this massive immediate spike. But then comes the grumpy crash. Because that energy wasn't built on solid, nutritious fuel, it just disappears rapidly. And our brains absolutely dislike these massive, unpredictable ups and downs. It is exhausting for your internal computer to deal with that kind of unstable power supply. So how do you know if you're actually experiencing this? Well, after that fast energy spike from grumpy foods fades, you might experience a sugar crash. Do you ever find yourself feeling unusually tired right in the middle of the day? Do you find yourself getting suddenly grumpy or easily annoyed at your friends or family for no real reason? Or, you might even just feel a little sad or down. That is your brain telling you, hey, I need some real nutrients. I don't have enough happy helpers right now.
Section 4. Your happy brain mission.
All right, so now that we know how to identify those crashes, it's time to turn things around. Let's move to our recipe for a happy day and see how this builds your brain power. First, choose colorful, healthy foods. Kind of think of the rainbow when you're planning your plate. Second, drink plenty of water. Hydration is vital for that supercomputer brain of yours.
When you combine those two steps, you actively build your calm focus. And when you have that sustained calm focus, you gain long-lasting energy for fun with your friends all day long, completely skipping the grumpy crashes. This really is the winning combination.
Which brings us to the exact steps for your mission today. I am challenging you to become investigators of your own bodies. Here's how it works. Step 1. Pick a healthy food that you know is good for you. Step 2. Eat it and then carefully observe and see how you feel over the next hour. Step 3. Listen to your body like a super scientist. Does your brain feel clearer? Do you feel a bit more patient? Do you feel ready to tackle a tough puzzle or run outside? Really pay attention to the data your amazing body's giving you.
So, as we wrap up today's explainer, I'm going to leave you with this final, very important question. What healthy food will you choose today to feed your smart, happy brain? The power to build those happy helpers and upgrade your brain's supercomputer is entirely in your hands, and right there on your plate. I absolutely can't wait to see what you choose. Keep exploring, and I'll see you next time.